Yeah, let's do it up. All right, look at that. We're doing it.
This isn't going on the episode.
Oh, it'd be funny if it did. Well, okay, here we go. Episode 96. You came on back to the Shlicketty DooCast. Whoopity DooCast. The Shlicketty DooCast. We're live, we're in person, we're in color. And no, we're not live. No, we're a week behind life. But that's okay. That's all right. It's all right. Spring is a-sprungin'. And I got to tell you about I'm Aaron Forsyth. As I say always, I'm Aaron Forsyth. And I got my buddy Mike from the garage coming on in. He likes to crank the music. He likes it loud. He likes it. There he goes. Okay.
Here I am. Welcome to the show. Welcome back to the Shlicketty DooCast episode, what did you say, 96?
96.
All right, so, Yeah.
What do we got today, Mike? Well, we're going to see where the random winds take us today. We're going to swerve up and down the river. We got all kinds of subjects.
Yeah, around here locally, we're still slogging it out. The weather's just all over the place.
Yeah.
It was like 70 degrees a couple of days ago. This morning we woke up, it was 32.
Yeah, now, we came here in winter parkas.
Yeah, it's going to be like, it's going to get up to like almost 60, and then we're going to get snow later.
Yeah, and last night I drove to the shores of Ohio in a rainstorm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it was like that torrential, not even torrential, but it's like almost where fog turns into the fizz.
Well, that's the whole dew point thing.
Yeah.
The dew point is apparently where the moisture in the air condenses into liquid.
Yeah.
You know? Because I was driving home one night, I think it was Wednesday, I was at that screenwriting thing, and I was driving home, and I get up to the highway, where I get off the highway. Right as I go to get off the highway, all my windows fog up.
Oh,
boy.
Immediately
like that. It was nuts. Even the rear view mirrors on the outside of the car fogged up.
I hate when the mirrors are messed.
I've never seen anything like it. I mean, it was fine. I could see. I had windows cracked. Everything's fine. And then all of a sudden, I hit that exit ramp, and it's just whoom, everything is fogged over.
Yeah, I wonder if it was an elevation thing.
Yeah, it could be, or there's more grass around there or something. I don't know, man, because it was,
Yeah.
It was immediate, and I was like, I can't see a windshield wiper, because the windshield wipers took it off.
Yeah.
And I had the defrogger blowing, so.
Yeah, and it's
nuts.
Do we all call it a defrogger? Is that word?
I call it a defrogger
call it defrogger.
You used to call it a defrogger.
I've heard other people do it too.
When I was like 15, 16.
Yeah.
When I started driving.
So it's, and me, I'm driving down the highway, kind of, not really white knuckled, but enough to where it's like, because our car's tight, we got good tires.
Visibility's bad.
Yeah, but, and then you got, when semis are passing, it's like, your wipers, I'm trying to keep up with it.
No, they're okay.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah,
but it wasn't bad. Then you get to the gig. Gig's fine, but it's one of those like low ceiling, tight like.
Well, the drop ceilings.
Yeah.
Because the regular ceiling's like 8 foot, then you put the drop ceiling,
but for
so you
comedy,
lose like
that's
6
good.
inches.
That's good, because you want a low ceiling and it's all kind of contained into one view, and it's like a small restaurant-y kind of sitch.
Yeah.
But here's the downside. They don't have any air conditioning. So it's right at that point where it's humid.
There's no air movement.
No air movement, yeah. And a couple windows are cracked, but I'm like...
But there's, yeah.
Yeah, there's no movement. Yeah, there's not even a ceiling fan to move this around.
Right?
Yeah, so the air was kind of a little stuffy, and then people with their deep-fried bullshits, it's like, oh, those onion rings stink. Oh, I can smell that guy's green beans.
It does get to like this time of year where it starts to like warm up a little bit, and all the smells get released.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the latent smells start coming out. You're like, God, is that what my winter jacket smells like?
Right. Or those weird allergens and all that grossness that was underneath the snow pile, frozen, and now it's all out. And now you'll see like Hostess wrappers and all this refuse in the corner of us.
Yeah, random neighbors' garbage that blows over my way every time we have like actual garbage men that come and pick up the garbage. I know they do it in the middle of the night. I don't know if they can't see or they just don't care.
I'm pretty sure they don't go. Well, it's been windy. I think the wind does it too. Like when these past windy days, I go out there. I've got I got bottles and cans all over my yard.
And I know
not
it's
mine.
Yeah, I know it's not my garbage because it's all stuff that I don't buy or consume or use or whatever, you know.
Yeah, which I always find it funny too. It's like, hey, look at that, a Go-Gurt thing. Hey, look at that, a pizza box. I find it kind of funny.
I just hate it. It's just I just feel like I have to go pick up after other people.
Yeah, but I always try to predict whose garbage it was just by the item.
I always kind of know whose garbage it was. It's my neighbors across the street because they're west of me, and the wind's always wind kicks up. It's always going from the west to the east.
Yeah, and you go, oh, that looks like they seem like Walmart shoppers. This is a great value butter container. You go, okay, that's got to be them.
Plus, they set their stuff out there sort of early in the day on Sunday because it's when it's one of those blustery days. It's blustery all day.
Yeah.
The longer it's out there, more of a chance it's got to spill over. But
or when your garbage, or when the wind takes your garbage lid. You ever be like laying in bed and you can hear, and then you hear your garbage lid go, goo-goom, goo-goom.
I only have lids on one of them, which once again, I don't know where this garbage can came from. It got blown into my yard a couple of years ago, and I've been using it.
Bequeathed it.
I've been using it ever since. It's actually a kind of heavy-duty one, and it's got the lid, so I use it for all the yard stuff.
Ours all have a barcode on them, so.
Because you guys,
we're in Mill Creek, so the barcode, and then that machine or that truck pulls up with the thing, and picks it up.
That's what we used to have in Mesa too. They come around with the truck with the arm, they grab the thing,
and they know whose is whose.
Yeah, and if my lid got broken off, I just called the city, and I'm like, hey, I need a replacement, recycle bin, and so they drop off a new one.
Yeah, I think that's like if you don't pay your bill, they know that. Oh, put it back down.
Yeah, when I got here, I called City of Erie, whatever, and I'm like, yeah, can I get a couple more bins? And they're like, you got to go buy this. I'm like, I got to go buy the bins myself? It's like 50, 60, 70 bucks for garbage cans.
Yeah. I always thought they were kind of free. I thought there was like 2 days out of the year where you can go down to the city and they go, okay, we're having a garbage can thing. Reserve your garbage can. You can get a new one if it's broken,
Oh, do they?
I thought there was when we first moved in, 8 years ago, we went.
Well, but you're in Mill Creek, so it's different.
Yeah.
We
didn't have to do it because we have pretty nice garbage cans. But if I had to, I think there's a day you can go down to the city and they give you something, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know what they cost.
Yeah, stuff just gets blown all over in the because it got real gusty the other day, like super gusty.
Yeah.
Like I was in the car, I could feel it like rocking the car.
Yeah. Has it always been, now I hate to say, okay, the weather's global warming, it's getting more extreme, but I don't remember windy days when we were kids.
Oh, yeah, dude, yeah.
I mean, I kind of do like in blizzard times.
Yeah, that's mostly what it was.
Yeah, when it'd be like, that wind's blowing right through you and killing you.
I mean, it's shaking the house.
I don't remember it ever shaking the house.
I do.
I just remember like little snow tornadoes, like little
all the time
going down the street, like
all the time. Yeah.
Will-o-wisps.
Yeah. It's back then. It was like the winters were like relentless for like months. Like you didn't see grass for months.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It was constant. These couple of years, it's been very kind of up and down.
Yeah,
it'd get a little snowy and blizzardy. Like this year, we had a really good run where it was balls ass cold, but not a lot of snow.
You're right.
Not a lot of precipitation.
Yeah, I haven't done any backbreaking shoveling, just twice,
Did I tell you I did use that little snow thrower that I got?
Oh, yeah.
I did use that guy.
The electric one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have one of those.
Nice. He's pretty good, you know what I mean? It saves your back for some stuff,
It does.
It
doesn't get it down to the pavement.
No.
It'll get the puffy stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
But you're right. If you were like, say, elderly or you throwing your back out or something, it's going to save the day. You're not going to have to.
Yeah. Or if you got one of those houses where all you got is like a little sidewalk that's going like 20 feet to the road or something like that.
And if your OCD kicks in, it's good for symmetry too. Like a driveway or you're right, sidewalk or something like that. You want all your lines going the same way.
Yeah, because instead of going out there, because like I said, I got kind of a lot to shovel that it's like not a huge amount, but it's enough that I'll get thoroughly frozen and sweating.
Yes.
To do that. So at least with the little snow thrower, it's enough to sort of get 75-80% of it out of the way.
Yeah.
Where I don't have to break a sweat for it. So then I can go back with the shovel and just do a little bit.
Yeah.
And not be completely sweating. Because man, I don't know what it is. I don't know if they don't know how to make jackets anymore. Or I'm just buying these cheap jackets from like Gabe's or whatever. Not Burlington.
Well, you run
but,
hot though.
I do run hot. These jackets don't breathe at all. It's like wearing a garbage bag.
Yeah.
It just keeps all the heat in, which you think to yourself, oh, that would be great. Not when you're shoveling, man.
I had, at one point, I never owned a rain parka, right?
Right.
So this was during the spring, and the guy, actually, this guy who owns this company, Cove, him and I went, he's like, you got to get a rain parka. And then he goes, oh, here's the key.
You mean rain poncho?
Rain, yeah, because it was spring going into summer. And he's like, well, if you want this, here's the key. He goes, he raises the arm, he goes, and he showed me some that had a breakaway in the armpit.
Patches. Yeah, the vent patches.
Yeah, and he's like, if it doesn't have this, you're gonna hate it. Trust me when I say this, because in the summertime you want to wear a rain parka, but you need air to breathe.
Yeah, like the other day it was like 60, 65 degrees and rainy. So I pulled out what I have for my rain poncho, which it's like a Columbia or something like that.
Okay. Does it have the little air holes?
No, of course not. Like I said, this is all shit I buy for $5 or $10
right.
at the
Gabe's
the Ross.
Out.
Yeah, the Ross or the Gabe's or whatever.
Yeah, or Marshall.
This is actually it's not Columbia at all. Champion. You know the guys who make
Champion's low grid. Yeah.
So it's a dual jacket. There may be a third part of it. I don't know. So I got the one jacket. It's like soft, fleecy material.
Okay.
And so that's like a zip-up jacket, right?
I like that.
But then it also goes with this, which I got later separately, which just happened to fucking match up together, where I'm like, do these go together? The other one's like an outer shell that's waterproof. It's got a hood. It's just black or whatever. And so you can put on the warmth layer and then the waterproof layer over.
That's the idea, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but once again, that top layer is waterproof, but it's also airproof.
Yeah, that fleecy stuff that feels really good on your skin does not really technically breathe. It's warm.
And that one's got like a satin liner, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that one doesn't breathe terribly much either.
No.
But it's got elastic at the cuffs, whereas the over one doesn't.
Yeah.
It's got a little Velcro thing so you can kind of size it to where your hands just fit through.
Yeah, it's nice.
But I, for years, those are the only jackets I owned. Like out there in Arizona, I didn't have or use a jacket for like the first 8 years I was there.
Yeah, you don't technically need it.
No, and then it got to one year where it got really cold in the winter, and me and my singer Brandon.
Would you go buy one?
We went over to like the Ross.
Yeah, the Ross. Yeah.
And I got that Champion one, the fleecy one.
Yeah.
For like $10.
Yeah. Yeah, Ross's, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, those kind of lower budget plates, those are fine. Those are fine.
Well, those are the ones they always have. It sort of makes me laugh. But when you're looking at like winter coats at those places, they got a million of these like fashion brand ones, like Michael Kors and Vanderbilt and Abercrombie and crap.
At a discounted rate.
Super discounted rate. They're garbage.
They can be.
They are. All of them. They're made of the worst materials. They're like, especially when you're trying to deal with like a winter coat or whatever. Because also, I spent with the girlfriend. She was trying to find a decent wintry, parka-y kind of thing. Yeah. And it's 99% of those garbage fashion
they're
jackets.
Boutique, but if you look at the threading, they're not really done right.
You just pick it up and touch it. It just feels like garbage, nothing.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah, it looked good in a picture, but it's not really made for function.
No.
Yeah.
So we end up finding we got her, there's this brand like Canada brand or something like that. It's
I have a Canada
it's
stuff.
Like a Parker, parka, it's solid.
Yeah, it has like the red and white Canada thing in a circle. And
the little maple leaf. Yeah. Great coat.
I have, my
that's
old
more,
coat
that's
was
like $40-$50, but it's worth it.
And I used to wear that coat because it has this red and white insignia there. And I used to think people were going to mistake that for like some white supremacist insignia.
Oh.
I always thought should I cover this up with it? I almost put black duct tape over it just because
I wouldn't worry about it.
But then I was like, you know what? No. If you look close, it's the Canadian leaf.
Yeah, it's the maple leaf.
It's Canada. I'm pro-Canada. I like Canada.
You can't get more jolly than a Canadian maple leaf.
Yeah, and who else can battle the snow than the Canadians?
They know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
Speaking of that, you know who's going to get pounded in the next couple of days?
Canada?
Well, I mean, this winter stuff lives in Canada. It just comes down and visits us every now and then, drops some snow on us. Minnesota. In Wisconsin. They're going to get dumped on.
Wisconsin and Minnesota.
Actually, I think Canada right across the lake from us, Next week on Tuesday, we're going to get like 2 inches. They're going to get 3 feet.
Nice. Oh, it could leak over our way though. No.
No. Max Velocity on
You
YouTube.
and Max Velocity, yeah.
You should pull it up and look at it someday and you see what I'm talking about.
I've seen Max Velocity. I'm aware of it. I'm just not addicted to him. I don't,
He just put out another thing this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's doing the whole country.
Yeah.
So he's talking about, it's going to be like the cold dip that's coming through, that's going all the way down. It's going to be colder in Dallas than it will be here.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Texas the past couple of years have been getting their fair share of fucking cold.
Well, the jet stream drops down so low. It used to be when we were kids, that jet stream from Canada would come in around Seattle, dip around the Great Lakes, and it's normally up here north of our border. It's sort of up in Canada.
Yeah,
and in the winter,
it
just drops down. It would drop down evenly across the country. Everybody up here gets snow. It's winter. It's everything.
Yeah, it almost felt like the Appalachians kind of kept it at bay. It wouldn't get below that,
Well, it's just that dip around the Great Lakes. Yeah, because the Appalachians will make it like drop a lot of moisture.
Yeah.
And anything to go to the mountains.
But lately, yeah, you're right. It's been going all the way down to Texas and Oklahoma getting some freeze balls.
Because now that jet stream dip, it'll go severely down and then back up. And it's nuts. Now we are, in Erie, we're right on the cusp of it. Where it's like, Canada will be getting blasted. South of us is good, but we get 5 minutes of the storm and then it just blows on through. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay.
I know. I do I love the Doppler technology. Like her and I we'll be like, oh, it's raining outside. We've got to walk the dogs. Why don't you check the hour by hour? She'll hit the hour by hour, to see the, oh, okay. And, you have your location circled, there you are. You'll see it move by. Oh, okay, we'll walk the dog in 10 minutes or 40 minutes, It'll show you how long you got till these storm clouds are gone.
Well, also,
we couldn't wrap our heads around that shit when we were kids.
No.
We didn't have an instant,
But also, the weather was a lot more consistent back then. Growing up, my dad said, whatever weather Chicago has, we're going to have 2 days later.
Yeah, that's true.
We knew once
my dad said the same thing too. Yeah, it always seemed to come from
always coming from the west
or Ohio. Yeah, Cleveland would be a day away
because that was the jet stream. So, and once the winter set in, it was here to stay.
Yeah.
Until the groundhog said not.
Waking up Punxsutawney Phil.
Because he saw a shadow, so that's 6 more weeks. That takes us to the middle of March.
That doesn't mean anything.
It does.
Does it?
How do you think it wouldn't?
What, Punxsutawney Phil?
Yeah.
Some guys in top hats are going to yank the poor fucking ground beaver out?
He's not wearing a top hat.
No, not the beaver. The beaver's not wearing a top hat. The guys doing it are
the mayor. The mayor of Punxsutawney.
The mayor's got, he looks like the Monopoly guy. He's like, ah.
It's like you're picturing the Punxsutawney Phil's living in like a little hobbit hole. He's got a little cane, wandering around getting tea.
Yeah.
He looks at the calendar.
Monocle and
yeah. Like, oh no, more winter. But going back to bed.
I do declare.
Yeah. Because like the animals know, like the.
Yeah, it's like a hibernating bear.
Yeah, or the birds and the geese.
Yeah.
They get out of here when it starts getting cold. They head on down south.
Yeah.
They come
I
back
also
in the
know
spring.
too. My dogs are nosing around because I know it's spring is sprung when the toads are starting to come out. Because my dogs are kind of like sniffing the ground really weird.
Well, I got home the other day. It was warm. It's like I could smell the dirt.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, spring's coming.
The smell. What's the word for it? Petrichor. The smell of rain on the pavement is called the petrichor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You ever smell rain on a pavement? That spring rain smell on a pavement? I was like, oh, they got to bottle that. It smells wonderful.
Out in Phoenix, it's so dry because it's the desert that you get used to it. So when rain does come, like you can literally smell the rain.
Wow.
Because the valley, the whole, Phoenix is in a valley, so the whole thing is called the valley.
Right.
It's massive. Phoenix is not governed by a river or any sort of land mass that makes it, like, Pittsburgh, the downtown area is on the little triangle, or Manhattan's on the island. Phoenix just spreads and sprawls. Yeah. So nothing has to be, here.
Sure.
So it just spreads out. So it's miles and miles. You can see it'll be raining over in Glendale, the next town over.
Oh, you can almost see the distant storm cloud.
You can literally see the rain.
Yeah. They used to do in Florida. I remember sitting at a red light watching a storm cloud come through with the rain pouring like a curtain.
Yeah, because you can kind of see the clouds get this sort of downward fingery sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you can see it miles off. Eric showed it to me when I first moved out there. He's like, see that over there? That's rain. It's raining over there. You know, I was like, holy shit. Because out there, you can see so far.
Yeah.
It's, you know, you can't really comprehend it. That was the thing. Every time I came back here to visit, it was like, God, trim these bushes. You know, it felt so crouched in with all the vegetation stuff. Out there, you can see miles.
It's vast.
It's vast.
Vast valley.
Yeah, so it's like you can see like way over there and you're like, okay, I can see it's raining over there. How far is it? Is it Glendale or is that Goodyear? You know, like that's far out there, you know.
Yeah, that would be, yeah, I couldn't imagine like seeing the next town over visually, you know.
Because the whole thing in Phoenix is you've got like most of the towns anybody's ever heard of from Arizona are cities in Metro Phoenix.
Yeah.
So there's Phoenix, there's Scottsdale, there's Tempe, there's Mesa, there's Chandler, there's Gilbert, there's, Goodyear, Levine, what was the retirement one? Sun City. They're all butted right up against each other, all these different cities. And they've got different police departments, different school systems, but they're butted right up against each other.
Right.
So it's like this side of the street is that, and this side of the street's that, you know. It's sort of like we have here. Like I live, you know, on the border between the city and Mill Creek.
True.
So
True.
it's like,
yeah, the boroughs.
over here's the city, over there's the Mill Creek.
Yeah, but other than signs, there's no distinction between the boroughs. You never go, hey, welcome to Milk. You know,
Other than it's completely different school system, completely different policing.
Yeah.
You know, all that sort of. It's like independent cities. But yeah. So like we have Erie and Mill Creek here.
Yeah.
But out there, it's like all the cities just, you know, one up against the other, everywhere.
We're near Canada. Speaking of Canada, well, I was asking the other day. I asked you this: or did they find it in Russia? The woolly mammoth. Did they ever clone the woolly mammoth?
I think the Russians were doing that.
Really?
So up there in the Siberia area, remember that 1903 Tunguska blast?
Well,
People think it was Tesla's death ray bounced off the atmosphere and blew up a big chunk of Russia. You never heard about this? You've heard about this.
Vaguely.
Tunguska,
Vaguely. It's been a
1903.
lot of years, but I think so. It sounds something. I've heard something to that effect, but I didn't realize it was Tesla.
A lot of people say it was Tesla testing one of his death rays or something like that, and it went up into the atmosphere, bounced off the curve of the atmosphere, went over the North Pole, and hit northern Russia there. Because it's just,
Whoops.
It was just 1903, Tunguska, Russia, up there in Siberia, remote, big, huge blast. And in this forest, and so they can tell the trees are like laid down in a round, like a circular pattern.
Wow,
so
like it was a giant crop circle.
Well, like it was a blast zone. Yeah. Like a lot of the trees are blown up. They're all sort of charred. Half of them are like got knocked down halfway up and stuff like that. Everything got lost its leaves, you know. But it was a weird thing. So people think it was either like a meteorite crashing down, or Tesla with his death ray. Or something else. But that's the whole big mystery of the Tunguska blast from 1903.
And that's where they found the woolly mammoth?
So it's up around there. So that whole area, that whole Siberia, that northern Russia area, has been covered in permafrost. It was always so cold that the ground was frozen solid.
Yeah.
So it's permafrost.
Okay.
You can't dig in it. You can't do anything with it.
Can't do anything.
And it's been that way since the end of the last ice age.
Okay.
Well, now with the global warming, it thawed. Yeah.
Whoopsie daisy.
So that's where they dug up the woolly mammoth.
Ha.
And so the one that they found out of the permafrost had been like flash frozen.
Okay.
I just say flash frozen, but frozen before decomposition.
Yeah.
So it had the hair, it had the skin, it had whatever it ate was in its stomach.
Didn't they find the Tasmanian devil too? Or the it was some kind of like hyena-looking cat dog thing.
Oh,
there's a couple other species in there.
Yeah, if it was up there in the permafrost and stuff, yeah. Anything they dig out of there that hasn't rotted, that's got legit viable.
So they've been talking since we were kids.
DNA
They've always been like, okay, we're gonna clone the woolly mammoth, and we all laugh and go ha ha ha. You know, okay, the moon mammoth. The mammoth thing they found in Erie that guy, the moon guy who found the fully intact mammoth.
Yeah, so where we live is a real interesting area. When I was in college, I took archaeology for my science classes.
Okay.
So I had a really good archaeology teacher who had came up here from Southern Methodist University in Texas. He got famous in the early 70s excavating a place down outside of Pittsburgh called Meadowcroft Rock Shelter. It was one of the biggest, most well-documented and using modern techniques excavations that had happened to that time.
Okay.
Prior to the early 70s, archaeology excavations, it was very sort of like,
Sure.
we're just digging, hey, we found a thing, that they would look
Yeah.
to sell sort of thing. But this is where they were doing stratigraphy, which is looking at all the layers of the rock, making maps, mapping where they found everything, documenting everything, So getting a really good scientific snapshot of all the stuff. So the thing was, because you can radiocarbon dating is reading there's a known decay rate for carbon.
Okay.
So it only works for organic matter.
Yeah.
So you can't carbon date rocks.
No, I know that.
But you can do things like, organic matter, bones and maybe not bones, but, flesh, hair, trees, leaves,
yeah.
that sort of stuff. Anyway, so with the Meadowcroft Rock Shelter dig, they carbon dated stuff to, at the end of the last ice age, where we live now,
Yeah.
is under ice.
Yeah.
That's why the Great Lakes are here.
Yeah.
It's called a turn. So the ice is pushing this way with all this weight and all this pressure, and it's scouring into the ground. And so those are called turns. And so what that does is it digs out the ground and it pushes all the topsoil right in front of it. Mm-hmm. And so that continental ice sheet came about halfway down the United States, but completely covered, Canada and all that sort of stuff. So the thinking was that people had crossed over when all that ice was there, the sea levels were lower.
Yeah.
So they had crossed over the Bering Strait was Beringia, was a land bridge. And so this whole thing was like, was there an ice-free corridor, or did the people come over on boats and then they just went down the coast, or because literally my textbook in archaeology in college was called The Peopling of America.
The peopling.
Yeah. I took North American archaeology, and then I took general archaeology with a lab, anthropology, that sort of stuff. So my teacher was like way up in on all of this sort of stuff. So around this area, you get that sort of stuff a lot because this was kind of where a lot of that continental ice sheet sort of stopped around here.
Okay.
So that's why we get all this rich, fertile.
We had fully woolly mammoths in our area.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
And they had, that's what they always say, like, South Dakota, that's where they find all the good dinosaur bones is like South Dakota and stuff like that.
True, yeah.
Because out there at that time, that was like a verdant, lush place with plenty of water and trees and stuff. Now it's like the Badlands.
Yeah.
It's just barren
It's all
wastelands.
dried up now.
Yeah, so different world back then. But it's fascinating when you think about it, but you can kind of see.
There's that thing on HBO
correlations.
called Dinosaurs, or is that HBO or Netflix? Netflix has this thing called, it keeps showing up on my browser. It's something new.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's Morgan Freeman is narrating it. There's like episodes of dinosaurs. Spielberg produced it.
Okay, all right. So that's the one that they did back in the late 90s. It was on like History Channel or Learning Channel.
Oh, I don't know. This seemed new.
Yeah, because they were doing, well, I don't know, maybe.
This seemed brand new. This seemed new.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Because there was a lot of that. So they had done Dinosaur as a series for like Learning Channel or History Channel or something like that back in the day after the Jurassic Parks were done crazy good.
Yeah.
And so they were doing like recreations of dinosaurs. And so I'd seen the behind the scenes thing of it because they were sort of using some of the CGI stuff like they did in Jurassic Park, but they were also making large animatronic like heads and tails and feet,
Oh, yeah. This is not that. That seems archaic.
Now any of that stuff in the late 90s.
Yeah. This looked really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can.
So it's a new thing on the Netflix?
Yeah.
Let me look it up. Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, new-ish. I think it's, it always shows up in the things you got to watch, the top 10, start the browser. That's always number 1 through 5.
Remember when Netflix started, they used to have this thing where you would rate stuff and it would figure out the algorithm for what you like and then show you other stuff that's tailored to what you like?
You'd think.
Remember when Netflix used to do that?
Oh, yeah.
Now it's like they're always pushing things that they want you to watch. Not stuff that I'm interested in.
No, and then they want to show you what's hot in the United States, what's hot there, what's hot in your area.
That's fine. I don't mind that. It's like, okay, cool. Yeah, show me what everybody's watching. Show me what's hip or whatever. But
yeah, because sometimes an oldie will pop up there. You'll be like, wow, why is everybody watching that?
All right, this one's called The Dinosaurs. This is brand new.
Yeah.
It says there's 4 episodes, maybe so far.
Yeah.
It's number 4 in shows today. So the episodes are Rise, Conquest, Empire, and Fall. Well, maybe it's only a 4-ep limited series.
There might be more.
There might be, but after Fall, probably not.
It's pretty cool though. It looked. The trailer was like, wow.
They're only 48-minute episodes.
Yeah.
So, nature documentary series worked with more than 50 scientific advisors to recreate the age of the dinosaurs in stunning detail and accuracy. So that's cool because I'm gonna add that to my list. Pink, because there is a boatload of dino info that they've been finding out in the last 20, 25, 30 years.
This is true. Yeah. And 25 years is not that long in the big scope of things. So,
right.
But in our world, that's 25 years ago.
But it's the advancing of the techniques that they're using.
Yes.
Like ground penetrating radar. Speaking of which, have you ever seen where they use the LiDAR now?
LiDAR, I've heard that term.
Yeah, it's like radar using lasers. They do it from airplanes. Mm-hmm. There's a documentary. It was like a National Geographic documentary. I don't know if it's on Disney or Hulu or something like that. It was something about decoding the Maya or something like that, or decoding the Maya
weren't
language.
they finding like new pyramids in the jungle?
They're flying over crazy stuff.
And they're showing. Yeah, I remember seeing. Yeah, there's Facebook articles that I'll scroll past.
Because the laser will scan from the air, in a plane or a drone or whatever. And then they could go in the computer and just click off all the trees. And it just takes it away so you can just see the ground. So where typically for the last 150 years, we're like, oh, we got a site here on the top of this mountain. They go look at that LiDAR shit. It's like, there's this site, right over here there's another one, over here there's another one. And there's
just
32 smaller ones all around.
Yeah.
They're finding so much more stuff.
I know, it's pretty incredible.
It's super dope. I have always dug archaeology. I think it's really interesting.
Yeah.
And so now, and then with, the GPR, the ground penetrating radar stuff, of course, which is just putting a shock wave into the ground and then just mapping, the echo that comes back.
True. And that's the preservation. And then also, too, just there's more knowledge out there. So therefore, you can cross-reference things.
Well, the thing is, especially with the dinosaurs, when they get a good sample, like here's something that's nuts. The Tyrannosaurus Rex, everybody knows the Tyrannosaurus Rex, right? There's only one complete Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton found, and it's not even a complete skeleton. They cobbled it together from 6 or 7 different ones. But they're all bones that came from South Dakota or whatever. Mm-hmm. The Dakota area or whatever.
Yeah, and I saw in this one, they're also speculating that a lot of dinosaurs had feathers, and the whole feather aspect of it.
Well, that's the whole thing.
And evolving from chickens,
Yeah, that's the thing. People go, what happened to the dinosaurs? Turns out they're tasty.
Yeah.
We've been eating them.
Yeah.
We've been eating them for...
one episode, the first episode is all the small dinosaurs. Everything was small dinosaurs. And then when the thing hit, then they started getting bigger and more adapting. The water ones were adapting to water,
Right.
So, but the first run of them for a few million years were just running little scamps.
Well, this is also at the time when like you're saying, we're talking about evolution going back to where things were just in the water, and then they started to get amphibious and come out of the water a little bit. And it took millions of years to adapt and become these land animals. And at first, they weren't very well suited to the environment. But it is weird how, they start small, which makes sense, and then all of a sudden they get to these massive sizes.
Yeah.
It seems very weird.
Yeah. Or how the alligator, they'll have these whales with, they're about the size of whales, and then they have an alligator head with long arms, and you go, whoa!
So I'll tell you what, they have those skeletons at the Smithsonian in D.C. They have one up on the ceiling.
Yeah.
It is so big. I remember when I was a little kid looking at that thing and imagining, if you were swimming in the ocean and that thing was underneath you and you didn't know it, you know what I mean? It was like that scared me. That makes me to this day, not enjoy swimming in the ocean.
No.
Because it's you don't know
petrify me.
Those things were so big. I think it was a plesiosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a cross between a shark and a whale with like a crocodile snout with all the teeth. Oh my God.
Yeah.
They're so big.
Ugh.
It's massive. It's frightening. But they found so much good stuff. Like I know they've discovered like almost half a dozen new types of dinosaurs in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Plus the big thing is, like you were saying, with the feathers.
Yeah, the feathers. Some of them are having like weird, and the bills, and yeah, there's a couple with like weird duck bills and things like that they're finding. Like,
Because the thing is like they find the bones that are petrified, right, turned into rock, but we don't have any of the soft tissue stuff. So the big thing that's really valuable to them is when they find the bones, like when they got caked and packed in mud.
yeah,
Because with that mud imprint, they can see what the skin pattern was.
yeah,
You know? And if they get good ones coming out of the permafrost that never decayed, that's where they can see, oh, these dinosaurs were yellow and orange. Because when we grew up, dinosaurs were always green and brown.
yeah. They're lizard-like.
Yeah.
But they're actually, come to find out, they're more bird-like in a weird way, you know?
Well, because if you look at the ones like the Tyrannosaurus Rex and any of those ones that were running around on like two legs, sort of standing up sort of thing,
Yeah.
like that's where you get like the chicken things from.
Yeah, like
the
a wild
Tyrannosaurus Rex
turkey.
with the stubby little arms, they're like chicken wings.
Yeah, look at a wild turkey.
Yeah, exactly. Any of all that sort of stuff. Ostriches.
Yeah. Or even a pelican, even. You know, you see that beak like a pelican. You go, it's
Yeah.
kind of like a pelican beak.
Yeah, and just even just like the basic anatomy of it, you know, it's like you can clearly see that our basic anatomy is like the primates, you know, 2 arms, 2 legs, the head, you know, walking upright, whatever. You know, we're not like all the quadruped animals because the spines are different.
Right.
Our spine is a curve to it. Their spines are arched or straight or whatever. You know?
Yeah, it's the upright, walking upright.
Yeah. Then you look at like cats, like you know, cat's spine and tail. It's a spring.
Yeah,
They're designed for running.
they're pretty. Yeah, when you look at a cat or a dog, they're pretty amazing creatures. Like if you get the right size one, they are designed like little machines. Like wow, that thing could, you know.
So I get sucked into YouTube shorts. It makes me nuts. I saw one the other day. It was some guy in England or something like that, Scotland, and he's by the water, and he's on this like concrete thing overlooking the ocean. He's got an orange ball, and he's like bouncing the ball, and then he's like, "Oops! Oh no, I lost it." And he's got his border collie with him. You know what I mean?
Smart.
Yeah, those real smart dogs. So he goes. He's telling the dog. He's like, "Go get the ball for me. Go grab it, and then bring it back to me here." And the dog's like ready to go. And he's ready to go. He's like, "Get on with it then." And the dog turns around, takes off, runs way down, goes down the steps, runs all the way across the beach. Some other border collie comes out, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "I'm on a mission," you know.
Yeah.
Goes over, gets in the water, finds it, pulls it out, swims in the water over to the shallowest part to get back out. Comes up, brings it over, drops it off, and then he goes, "Shake," and he shakes it all out.
Wow.
Those dogs are so smart.
I know.
That's a good time.
They're amazing creatures.
So I come across the YouTube shorts. Like I said, I get sucked into these stupid things. God, they're such a time suck. Have you come across the one that says, "Dogs understand English"?
Well, kind of.
It's like compilation of clips of people talking to their dogs, and it really looks like the dogs actually are comprehending what they're saying.
Like,
No, but I mean like really reacting to it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen things like that, yes.
Yeah, it's
TikTok
interesting.
stuff.
Oh, I came across one the other day that I was laughing so fucking hard. It was titled "Cats Are the Best Helpers."
Okay.
It was like in this convenience store. Somebody put like, you know, a couple of dollar bills and some change on the counter. The cat's laying there sleeping. The cat stretches, reaches out, and just grabs all the stuff and all the money and pulls it in. You know, it's like cats helping people at work and stuff like that. It's
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's some amazing stuff. Yeah, yeah. Cats and dogs are pretty fun. They're a good time.
So we don't know an answer though on the woolly mammoth. No woolly mammoths.
What about?
Did they make one?
I told you, I think the Russians are doing it. We're not getting a lot of information out of Russia these days, and I really haven't been paying attention to.
Yeah,
you know.
You'd think it'd be like, oh, in Natural Science magazine, you know, we would have seen something.
Maybe it is. I don't have a subscription to it,
Yeah.
so I'm not really getting it. So I don't really know. But yeah, I mean, the Russians said they were going to do it. They don't have any ethics, so they don't care.
You're
They'll
right.
do it. They'll literally do Jurassic Park, and they don't care.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like them and the Chinese Communist Party, they'll destroy the world and they don't care. They have no compunction. They don't care.
For the sake of science.
No, not for the sake of science.
Well, at least they're doing it. But yeah, the ethical proportion. I mean, there's always like, should we make that,
Well, that was Jeff Goldblum's character, Ian Malcolm, in the Jurassic Park
should
thing.
we make it?
Yeah, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
That's true. You ever see the article? And there's always like those conspiracy articles, like, oh, they merged a chimpanzee with a real person, and it's like, and it's like some kind of.
Well, that was that
like Monkey Boy.
That was that one case back in the day. You ever see that?
Yeah, it was from that island in New York. Montauk.
Montauk.
Was
like,
it? Yeah, I think it was a Montauk experiment, or they said it was,
Because there was a name to it. It was this weird chimpanzee that they got, and it, like they were wondering like did the Russians clone a person with a chimpanzee? Because this chimpanzee had white skin.
Yeah.
And he was really intelligent, and he would smoke cigarettes and stuff like that. And
and they have video of him. Apparently.
Yeah. They had movies, films.
Not like smoking cigarettes.
But he would like drink coffee and shit, and like
Yeah. I mean that.
It was very odd.
Yeah. Yeah, you wonder if people have, there's been gene, I mean, when you think about it, there's got to be some kind of weird gene splice that they've made that we don't hear about because ethically it's wrong, like they could have gone like, okay, let's mix like, well, I mean, the donkey and the, like a zebra, like, oh, let's mix a donkey and a zebra and, make some kind of fucking.
Isn't that what a donkey is? Like a donkey is like a mule and a horse or something?
Something like that, a pack mule? I don't know, yeah.
No, it's some sort of combination sort of thing.
Yeah, but it's just, But
I know with the gene splicing stuff here in the States, or maybe it was in England, they were growing human ears on the backs of rats.
Mice, mice with ears. I saw pictures of mice with ears, yeah. That was just so we could get, I mean, I think they transplanted pig hearts. Humans have pig hearts.
Well, nobody's survived.
No one survived the pig heart thing?
No, I think the last guy that got it lasted like 2 months.
Not bad, though.
Well,
it might be a mess, though.
I mean, but the ear thing on the mice, they grow the ear to a certain point, and then they sort of just like cut it off the mouse. It doesn't hurt the mouse because they're growing in a way that it's almost just like really light translucent skin.
Yeah. But
then they can take it from that point and further cook it or something. I don't know.
Imagine if one of your ears was like small.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's almost like DNA 3D printing.
Yeah.
Because imagine if you could do that because plastic surgery got started because of World War I vets that got their noses blown off. Nose reconstruction stuff is a big thing.
Yeah.
Because it's all just soft tissue, and without the nose,
it's scary looking.
It's like
you have a hole in your head.
It's like that guy on Fallout.
Yeah. Yeah. You ever see somebody without it? Yeah. Or you ever see somebody without a jaw or without a nose? It gives me the willies.
Yeah. That's how plastic surgery got started. But if they could, grow like noses and stuff like that, that would be super helpful,
That would be.
They'd take it off the back of the mouse and then graft it onto the face and, let it grow, whatever, stick the leeches. Because there's still nothing better to get blood flowing into a severed body part than leeches. You know that? You know that?
Yeah, there is that. But that'd be gross.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's sort of gross, but I mean, it works, and they have their own numbing agent in there, so you don't really feel it.
I guess. There's people that pay for leech treatments.
That's leeching.
Leeching?
Leeching was the number one medicine thing for like 500 years.
Yeah.
Like 300 years or something like that.
I'll bet you could probably go like, okay, we're going to go to Chicago. We're going to spend a bunch of money and we're going to you can get all these exotic leeches on your back or something like that at some boutique,
Well, you ever see the cupping?
Yeah, the cupping's weird too. I don't understand that.
I saw some
That's weird.
Some video recently. They put like 130 cups on somebody.
Yeah.
It's like every spot on their back, and the back of their legs, and the back of their arms. They were just having like laying down.
It's dumb.
Yeah, it was.
What does it do? Circulate?
I don't know.
I mean, it's almost like, yeah, I bet it's just like just bringing shit to the surface, you know?
Right, and I guess
suction.
I could see it sort of working. If this is cheesing anybody off out there and you know about this, send us a comment.
Yeah, tell me you've done it.
Or shoot us an email.
Yeah, say, hey, I cupped.
Or yeah, shoot us an email and be like, you guys are dumbasses, here's what it is, and we'll talk about it next episode.
Yeah,
because we don't know.
Cupping.
But I could see it like if you got like really tight like shoulder muscles or like back muscles or something like that, where they're just like super tight, because that's just all the muscle material's all just tight, and so it needs loosened up. So if you can sort of like, suck it apart, because that's really what you got to do with the massages and stuff like that is loosen those fibers up and get some oxygen in there.
Okay, but why would you cover your whole body in cups?
I don't know why. I don't know what they're. Once again, it's those stupid shorts which have no context. They don't explain anything.
Yeah,
it's just some.
Yeah, I've seen people like be done with that in shorts, like a TikTok short, and then they'll just have like all these circles all over their back. It's like, you're an idiot.
Yeah, angry red welts, which then turn into bruises.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't either. But
yeah, it's kind of. I mean, now there's 1,001 people will tell you about acupuncture and say acupuncture's got. I don't know.
I got that one time because I got rear-ended like 3 times in a year on Phoenix because people can't stop looking at their stupid phones, and so we went to this chiropractor.
Okay.
Who my girlfriend knew. He had acted in one of the plays she had directed, and so she would go to him all the time, and so I went to him. I was getting treated, and he goes, would you be willing to let me try some acupuncture? Which is with the little needles.
You did it.
I did not enjoy any second of it.
I wouldn't either.
They hurt when they went in. It did not relax anything. I was like, on edge.
Yeah.
I was super on edge.
It'd be like getting pierced 500 times at once.
Yeah. Now, my girlfriend, she can relax and go with it. I think it's like hypnosis. I think it works for some people and it doesn't for others. I don't think acupuncture works on me.
Yeah, no, because I think you're thinking about it. And like, I mean, I've got sleeves of tattoos, but that's a different thing. So I wonder if it works on your adrenaline system. It's like kind of like you're getting put. And I've gotten pierced before. So when you get pierced, yeah, you do get a little shot of adrenaline, and you do get numb. But once that adrenaline wears off, like when you've been sitting in a tattoo chair for too long, it hurts. It starts hurting. That's why you can only go for like 3-hour sessions.
Yeah.
Because your adrenaline can only last so long.
Yeah,
That sounds like a nightmare, though. I would not want acupuncture. I don't like people touching my back, let alone putting spikes in it. Fuck all that.
I mean, I'm good if they're like, pushing the muscles and like loosening stuff up, because I'm tight all over all the time.
No, I've never had a massage and I never want one.
It's like I stand up all day, and I'm always doing stuff. Like my whole right scapula and right arm, just all day, every day, just doing stuff. It's a lot, But the acupressure, is that the one where it's like every spot on your body has a corresponding different spot on your body?
I think so.
Where it's like to loosen like the lower back tightness, they'll rub the bottom of your foot at a certain spot?
Maybe. I think.
Is that the acupressure?
Acupuncture? Well, puncture and pressure might be different.
Puncture is the one with the little pins.
Yeah.
It's like a straw, and then they put the pin in, they go tap, tap, and they just,
it's dumb.
It makes me nuts.
No.
Makes me crazy.
All right, what else? Wait, we got, because we got limited time here. Wait, I have a little bit. I have a game I wanted to play with you.
Oh, yeah?
Or do you want to do Oscar predictions? Yeah,
let's go over Oscars real quick. So I guess the Oscars are this Sunday. So by the time this comes out, this is all going to be past tense. But I haven't even looked at any of these nominees yet. I used to do the thing every year where we would get a ballot, fill out who you want to win, fill out another one with who you think's going to win, and then just keep score all night. Me and my girlfriend and my friend used to do this. So I asked you to print out some ballots. So these are the Oscar ballots for this year. So now they're taking.
I don't have one though. Do you have mine?
Yeah. Are these two different things or is it just one?
I don't know. What are you looking at?
Yeah, no, I just have the 2 sheets.
Oh, okay.
So this is just one full.
I thought I printed out 2 of them out, but maybe not.
Yeah, yours is probably over there.
I don't have one. No. But okay.
But my idea is what they're doing now, because this ballot that you printed out has 2 columns. One for preferential, the one that you want to win, and then one for ranked, the one you think is going to win.
All right, yeah.
or something like that.
So let's go to the main ones. Let's
look at Best
I don't want to
Picture.
do side stuff.
So Best Picture.
Best Picture.
Begonia.
We
watched that.
Yeah.
F1, which is that racing movie with Brad Pitt. It's on Apple TV.
Okay.
I would watch it if I had Apple TV. Oh, the Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah.
The Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein on Netflix. That was a really good...
That was all right. That was pretty all right. That was better than I thought.
Hamnet. People love Hamnet.
Yeah, I don't know much about it other than the trailer.
Yeah, same here. Dude I know watched it. He loved it. He said it's great, but I just think it's about like, is it William Shakespeare and his wife and they have a kid and the kid's like super awesome, but then he dies? He probably gets sick and dies? I don't know.
Yeah, it seems kind of depressing.
Oh, you know it's going to take a bad turn.
Yeah.
Because that trailer, they make it all look like sunshine and springtime, but I don't think it's going to last. Next is that Marty Supreme.
All right, that's yeah.
I don't know anything about
what's
Marty
his name?
Supreme.
The
Shyamalama Ding Dong.
Or is it Timothy Chalamet?
It is.
Okay.
And I don't know much about the movie.
I don't either. It's getting good reviews. Everyone's liking it.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
Me either. I don't know anything about it.
And what else?
One Battle After Another.
We like that one.
That's impressive filmmaking. That's really, really good cinematic filmmaking.
Yeah.
Tells a story, really well-defined characters.
Yeah, that's a
cinematography
piece. Yeah,
is
that's
great.
just an art piece.
The way it lays out and the story that goes on, it's just you just get sucked into it.
Yeah.
And it just barrels, and you don't even recognize that it's 2 hours and 45 minutes.
I know. I would have said Begonia, but Begonia has that clinker of an ending.
I don't think Begonia was all that. It really didn't impress me. I like Yorgos Lanthimos. I liked...
I just hated that last 3 minutes of the movie. It was just like so dumb.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it wasn't doing much for me. I mean, I get it, but I mean, God, that could have been a 25-minute short.
Yeah. Yeah.
There didn't seem to be enough going on to justify.
It should have ended at the closet scene. And it just kept going on. And I was like, all right.
I barely remember at this point. It didn't make much of an impact on me.
Well, they had a whole alien thing at the end that was all goofy. Anunnaki.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'll have to go back and try and watch that again. The Secret Agent?
Don't know that one.
I don't know what that is either. Sentimental Value? No idea.
Don't know what that is. Well, there's a lot in this category.
Yeah, so the Best Picture, they opened it up to 10.
Ooh.
You can have anywhere from 5 to 10 Best Picture nominees anymore.
Wow.
Because when it was 5, it was just getting too limited. So they wanted to give a chance for other shit to get in there. Like Sinners. We saw Sinners.
We like Sinners, but I don't know if it's Best Picture worthy, but that's good.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It had all the angles covered.
But compared to One Battle After Another, I mean, One Battle After Another.
Yeah, I'd have to say One Battle. But
really
what do you think the critics will like?
Well, the critics like to go for... The critics will probably go for Hamnet or Marty Supreme. I imagine.
I'm thinking Hamnet. I think they're going to give it to Hamnet or Marty.
Yeah.
You're right.
Anytime you get a dying kid, oh, they love that. They
love dying kids. But with the heartthrob, that Timothy Chalamet might not, you know what I mean?
They love him.
Yeah.
And then the other one was Train Dreams.
Okay.
No idea what that is.
Yeah.
No idea. So that's interesting.
So One Battle. I'm going to go with One Battle. Should be my pick.
Whoa, they have an Oscar for casting?
A casting? What, like... All right, what are our choices for casting?
So I guess this is for, like, casting agents would win this. So the nominees are Nina Gold for Hamnet, Jennifer Venditti for Marty Supreme, Cassandra Kouloukounis for One Battle After Another, Gabriel Dominguez for The Secret Agent, and Francine Wisner for
See, that's
Sinners.
where it's like, if these are original movies, who's to say whose casting's any better than the next person? Now, I understand if you're going, oh, we casted so-and-so in the Freddie Mercury biopic. You have something to base it on. That's good casting because he did Freddie Mercury really good. Well, I didn't think he did. But I'm just saying that for an example. Whereas this is like, who's to say the One Battle After Another character is any different from the Hamnet character, you know?
Yeah,
casting?
I mean, I'm really surprised to see casting as an Oscar category.
Move on.
I mean, I know they added producer. You know, producer didn't used to be a thing, But then they started the Producers Guild of America, and so now they have a category for...
In film-wise, I don't know what that entails. Now, if it was music, I understand where a producer deserves an award. But a movie, I guess there's producers.
In movie, the producer is the guy who hires everybody.
Yeah.
He's going to hire the director, hire the screenwriter, hire the actors, hire the cinematographer, hire the casting person, the costume designer.
All right. So what do you got for best actors?
Costume designer people. Best actor. We got Chalamet for Marty Supreme.
Okay.
DiCaprio for One Battle. Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon.
Oh.
Michael B. Jordan for Sinners. Now that could get some heat because he was playing two parts.
He was playing two parts.
And they did seem like two different characters. So that was a pretty good acting job. DiCaprio was pretty good in One Battle, but
he's done better.
Yeah. I mean,
Ethan Hawke though, Ethan Hawke has not got his proper flowers, and I wonder if they might throw him a bone.
I've never heard of this movie.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Blue Moon, I don't know. And then Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent.
Don't know that one either.
The Secret Agent may be something to look at because if it's getting nominated for Best Picture and Best Actor,
yeah, we might want to. Yeah, well, when it appears on a streamer, we'll catch it. But
here's the lead actress category.
Okay.
Jessie Buckley for Hamnet.
Okay.
Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, which seems like a drama.
It does, but she's good. She's great in Plutonic.
So
Rose Byrne's great.
Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue. I like Kate Hudson.
Yeah, but that's corn. But she plays the same Kate Hudson. She's always that character.
Yeah.
It goes from almost famous all the way up. She's
just
always
can't help being charming and...
Yeah, the charming girl, the girl we're going to fall in love with.
Yep, can't help it.
Yeah.
Renata Renive from Sentimental Value. Whatever that is. And then Emma Stone for Begonia. I mean...
Emma Stone was good in that, though.
Emma Stone's always good.
Yeah,
she's good in everything.
Yeah, she's a good, solid actress.
So, I mean, was that role anything in particular? No.
Well, she had to play a lot of layers, but really just being an abducted person doesn't really...
She was barely abducted. She was like abducted by dummies. She was manipulating them the whole time.
Yeah. Well, that's the point of the character. She's manipulating them.
Yeah.
You know.
Supporting actress Elle Fanning for Sentimental Value. I like her. I like her. Inga Ibadaughter Lilies for Sentimental Value. Amy Madigan for Weapons.
Oh, they might give it to her. That might be a good one.
I mean, she's in it for like what? Maybe 4 minutes total?
Yeah, the last act. The crazy lady? Is that the crazy lady?
Of course.
Yeah.
Winnie Musaku for Sinners. Mooney? Woomy? I don't have my glasses on. Teyana Taylor for One Battle After Another.
Teyana Taylor.
She was pretty good.
She's good. Yeah, she's solid.
I mean, she was a real strong character in that movie, even though she's only sort of in it for like the first half.
Yeah, but yeah.
But yeah,
you see her intensity and the layers she plays.
Yep.
She's like, wow.
I mean, yeah, it forms.
And she's got skill. When you see her on Saturday Night Live playing comedy stuff.
Yeah,
that episode of Saturday Night Live, she was incredible.
I feel like I've seen her around here or there, but
huh?
I don't know what else she was in that I would have seen.
Oh yeah, no, she's in a couple other things, but nothing really,
Yeah. Supporting actor, Benicio del Toro. Wow, for One Battle. Wow, you loved his character.
I did like that character, but once again,
he was only in it for like 12 minutes.
Right, that movie's so expansive. It was more a team effort than it was a one-person effort.
So speaking of that, we'll just jump down to Sean Penn. I mean, he may get it. I don't think he's ever gotten an Oscar.
Yeah, they might throw him a bone. He might get the Oscar bone.
I mean, that character that he does in One Battle After Another is very impressive. It's very well drawn.
And he's long overdue for it. You know? I think he might get the bone on that.
Yeah. Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. Delroy Lindo for Sinners. Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein. Wow.
Which one was he?
He was the monster.
Oh, yeah.
He did good in it.
He did do good. A little too good looking for the part, but that's not his fault.
No.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, good for Frankenstein getting the nomination.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really think like Sean Penn is impressive in that.
Yeah, I think the Oscars this year, One Battle After Another is going to take a lot of it.
I think so. I mean,
I think Sinners will get a lot of the side stuff, like best like set design. And stuff
let's get into that sort of stuff. Well, let's see. Director. Oh, Chloe Zhao for Hamnet. They love Chloe Zhao.
Yeah.
Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme. Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. Joaquin Arrier for Sentimental Value. And Ryan Coogler for Sinners. Okay. All right.
All right.
All good.
So every one of them is good in their own way.
Cinematography. I don't think we know any of these cinematographers anymore. We're through the looking
What
glass
about
on
anything?
cinematographers.
Any soundtrack people we
But
know? Good
cinematographers is for Frankenstein, which looked great. Marty Supreme, One Battle, which looked great. Sinners, which looked great. Train Dreams, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they're all worthy. That's the thing.
Yeah. Animated pictures, Aru, Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelie, and the Character of Rain, and then Zootopia 2, which just came on Disney.
Yeah, Zootopia 2, I think, has a good chance, but they might give it to K-pop just for you know.
Yeah, or sometimes they give it to these really smaller ones like this Aru or Little Amelie or the Character of Rain. Like, we've never heard of those. But if they're getting nominated for Best Animated Oscar...
Yeah, it might be something off the beaten track.
They're coming out of France or something like that, where they're doing like hand-drawn or the Japanese stuff.
Yeah.
Miyazaki
Boy,
stuff.
Zootopia looked good, though.
Oh.
Zootopia 2. Did you see the trailer? I'm like, oh.
Well, the first one looked amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, just the quality of the animation, the movement of the characters, the textures and stuff.
I can't wait to see Zootopia 2.
Stuff looks really impressive these days. Documentary features, I don't know any of these. Documentary short films.
I'm more interested in the scores or soundtracks. Is there anybody?
We're getting there.
I'm curious if Reznor is going to get in for his Tron Ares.
Well, sound. This is just for sound.
Oh, sound.
F1, Frankenstein, One Battle, Sirat, and Sinners.
Ooh, sound-wise, that F1 might get it because I've never seen it, but I feel like that's going to have something pretty cool.
Yeah, because if they can make you feel like you're in the race car with sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
There's no scores or soundtracks?
Yeah, music. I mean, this is printed in yellow. It's hard to read.
Oh.
Music, original score. Begonia. Jerskin Fendrix. Frankenstein. Alexander Desplat. I like Alexander Desplat. He's good.
Yeah.
Hamnet. Mar Richter. One Battle After Another. Johnny Greenwood. And Sinners. Ludwig Göransson.
That did have a good soundtrack, though, because there's a lot of weird Delta blues and a lot of weird, like, dancey things and spooky stuff.
Isn't Ludwig Göransson? He's the one who does, like, The Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah?
He's, like, the guitar player guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it appears... Okay, let's move on.
Well, there's music, original song. Those never do anything.
Because it appears the Oscars are going to be the same 5 movies.
Well, hang on. Here's film editing, right? And we don't know the people, so we just go F1, Marty Supreme, One Battle, Sentimental Value, Sinners.
Okay, editing-wise, now.
Here's production design. Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle, Sinners. Honestly, I would have to give that to Frankenstein.
Yeah, for set design, yeah.
Yeah, production design.
Yeah, that Dracula, Frankenstein's, yeah, that world was pretty good.
Writing original screenplay, we got the Blue Moon, It Was Just an Accident, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. Writing adapted screenplay.
I think we got to see this Marty Supreme. I have no idea what it is.
That's what I keep saying. Like I keep hearing about One Battle. We saw that, impressive, and then we keep hearing about the Marty Supreme. Got to check that out.
Yeah.
Adapted screenplay writing: Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle, Train Dreams. Visual effects: Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Oh boy.
Making an appearance. F1, Jurassic World Rebirth.
Ah.
The Lost Bus, and Sinners. Wow.
Wow, that's a diverse... What was the category?
That's visual effects.
Visual effects.
You know? Which I believe they made that category because of Star Wars.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, that's about...
Sinners didn't really have any wild effects.
Yeah, it did. All over the place.
Yeah, I guess. It was pretty seamless.
Most of the fire effects is going to be visual
right.
effects. Anything with the facial prosthetics or the the blood and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty seamless.
Plus Michael B. Jordan playing 2 characters.
Yeah, that was
screen.
Once again
it was
seamless.
All seamless. Yeah, you didn't notice anything with anything.
Yeah, the Jurassic I remember that. I mean, that wasn't that great of a movie. It was done pretty good. That was seamless too.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's getting to the point now. If you got enough budget, it looks good.
Budget and time, yeah.
Because I'm pretty impressed with everything now, unless it sucks.
Makeup and hairstyling, Ugly Stepsister, The Smashing Machine, Sinners, Kukuo, and Frankenstein. So interesting. We'll sort of leave it at that.
Yeah, but you notice the same 5-6 movies.
Well, that's the thing. Those are the front runners.
Yeah.
And so that's why I kind of would like to see those top 5 movies. You know?
Yeah, you could almost see. Yeah, what is this Train Dreams thing? And Marty Supreme we got to see.
Yeah, Marty Supreme. I want to see the F1.
It doesn't really interest me, but if it's getting awards and
I heard it was real good.
Yeah, and because he always delivers.
Do you remember there was a movie a few years ago with Ryan Gosling where he's like this test astronaut for NASA or something like that? First Man. That's what it was called. Might have been like 6-8 years ago.
No.
Something like that. It was kind of an okay movie, but there were a couple of scenes. They had this one scene because he's like a test pilot. He's like the guy who they first put in a rocket and shot into space.
Yeah.
That was impressive because I think it won for sound mixing, sound design or whatever. Because the whole thing was sound.
Wow.
Because he's in the rocket, so there's no dialogue. And so it's the rocket like taking off, and you hear the engines and the thrust, and he doesn't know if he's going to die and blow up in this friggin' thing. So it's like you can hear the metal twisting, and then he gets up to space and everything goes silent, and then you could hear like, little cracks in the windows and all these little things, Yeah. I mean, it's hairy. It's telling a story with the sound. It was impressive.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that happening. Yeah.
The rest of the movie was kind of like, meh.
Yeah. But no, I could see that happening. You're right. Yeah,
a couple
create
scenes
the tension with silence.
Yeah, it was just telling the story with the sound, and it was like, wow,
that's pretty cool.
This is impressive.
That is.
But yeah, it's a little bit better when you have seen the movies.
Yeah.
Because if I had seen Marty Supreme, I could tell you.
Yeah, what made it stand out? This casting thing might be pretty good. You might go, oh, he was killer in this, and all these side characters were great.
Because I know, we saw one battle after another, so we know where that's at.
But I think that's a group effort. No one really stood out more than the next person.
Agreed.
Everyone was kind of equally awesome.
Yeah, DiCaprio.
Everything from DiCaprio to Jungle Pussy to them all. They were all good.
Yeah, DiCaprio did a good job, and you just love saying Jungle Pussy. She's barely in it.
I found her SoundCloud page.
Yeah, you told me that.
It's pretty raunchy. It's raunchy rap. She's a rapper. Her real name is Jungle Pussy.
Yeah. But I mean, she hardly has any lines in the movie. She's only in there for
she just does the one
minutes.
epic scene where she's robbing the bank, so that's why she gets,
Well, and also her character is the one that starts grabbing. What's her name? Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
What's her name? Starts grabbing her attention. After the kid's born, she's losing interest in DiCaprio, and she starts getting her head turned by that Jungle Pussy. And
the Tiana Taylor, you're gonna want to watch that. I have a new appreciation for her after watching her episode of Saturday Night Live. She can sing. She's comedic. She just really lights up on the screen.
I'm with you, dude. I told you like a few weeks ago or whatever when that Sabrina Carpenter was on there.
Yeah, she's another one. Yeah,
I was really impressed with her.
Yeah, something about them. You just go, wow, they got an it factor. They're, like when you see somebody like Keke Palmer, you go, Keke Palmer can do anything. You can put her in anything and she's going to excel. They're just these magnetic, huge personalities that are just like, wow.
Yeah, that Sabrina Carpenter was really impressive. I thought she just threw herself into every character. She never broke. She was fully committed to what she was doing. She was very chameleon-like.
Yeah.
It was very impressive. I was like, damn, she's good. And you know what else sort of has grown on me? I was seeing a few weeks ago on the YouTube Shorts, kept popping up. And I would watch it every time I came across it because it was impressive. It was Ariana Grande impersonating other singers.
Oh, yeah. She's done. Jimmy Fallon's had her on before doing it.
She's fucking really good.
She's really good. Yeah, good that way.
She's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of liked her because you can kind of see where her head's at. She gets it. She knows what's funny. She's leaning into it for the funny and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Man, because being a singer, impersonating other singers, I don't know. That's pretty impressive, man.
It is. You got to admit. Yeah. Because it's almost like doing. Like I've always been impressed with people who could do unique voices.
Well, it used to be
like a Frank Caliendo doing John Madden. You go, oh my God, that's incredible.
Well, that's just impersonating other. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Frank Caliendo lives out in Phoenix. He comes in to Holmberg's show on the radio.
Yeah.
Holmberg's a better impersonator than Caliendo.
Yeah. I've heard him do a couple things that were pretty funny.
He's better than him. Yeah, I think you've heard the Guadalupe Squares and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Him and Caliendo do dueling Morgan Freemans.
Yeah.
They're both doing Morgan Freeman. They'll do dueling John Maddens.
Yeah.
And Holmberg's got a better timbre to his voice. He just sounds better doing the stuff.
Yeah,
But that's just doing impersonations, right? Impressions.
No, but encapsulating the... Okay, now, how about the Dan Soder pod when he has Bobby Moynihan on? And Bobby Moynihan's talking about Jay Farrell.
Yeah.
I've seen Jay Farrell live even, too, in a comedy club, and he was incredible.
Yeah?
His impressions, he's absolutely right what he says.
I just know him from SNL.
When he kicks... If he does an impression of another comic or another person, he becomes that person to the point of... You stop seeing Jay Farrow. And everything that comes out of his mouth isn't Jay Farrow. It's that character. It's weird.
Well,
it's just this weird.
The visualization part. That's what Jim Carrey always did.
Yeah, remember when he'd just turn his whole face would contort and turn into something.
His old stand-up comedy act when he was just doing impressions.
Yeah,
like he would look like De Niro. He would look like Clint Eastwood. It was weird.
I know. I was like, wow.
But the other part of it that you were saying about, so Dana Carvey always says. He's like, when I do an impersonation of Dennis Miller, he's like...
he does a lot.
He's like, my brain... Actually, I think him and Kevin Pollak were talking about it.
Yeah.
Because
Kevin Pollak's another impersonator. Incredible.
They came up together in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And so they would call each other on the phone and like work out like George H.W. Bush, impressions. And they were talking about how Carvey always says, when I do Dennis Miller, I think faster. I start thinking like Dennis Miller.
He does, yeah. He'll go, give him the old, yeah. What he says is more what Dennis would say and not what he would say.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And so Carvey's always talking about how he finds that interesting that he's like, it's not even like my brain anymore. He's like, my brain switches over to Dennis's word choice and thinking and sentence structure, and I can think funnier and faster, he says, as Dennis Miller. And that is interesting.
It is. I'm totally fascinated by it. I know.
Yeah, Soder's pretty good at it. I like how Soder just doesn't lean into it at all.
No.
But you get him on those podcasts like the Regs or whatever, where it's like him and List and Bobby Kelly.
He'll riff.
Oh, he'll just go
over
off.
riffs.
Yeah.
He can he used to derail the bonfire all the time. But it was always fun. It was good entertainment to listen to.
Yeah.
But he's a great voice guy too. Like he's done. I mean, his voice, some of his are pretty good.
Yeah, they are. He's got a real good ear for it. I mean, he's got a really low resonant voice, so it's really easy for him to do some of those like pro wrestlers or stuff like that. Because he can sort of snap into that.
Yeah, and he's got this projection that works. I know. I always wish I could do like. It's funny, like I used to like, I'd imitate my brother or Ed Little, or I'd imitate people like that, like people we know. Like I could do that pretty fun, and I could see where
But it was mostly like the catchphrases and stuff like that. We could never change our voice to sound like anybody.
Not really. Yeah, I was just doing like a cartooned caricature of that.
Yeah.
An exaggerated caricature.
Yeah. The things they say, or
it's like a sonic drawing.
Yeah, like your brother sounded drunk, or Ed sounded dumb, or like like whatever. Like,
but I would get in that mode where I would say things like I could say things as drunk Chris that was totally different than what I would say. You do kind of get in that mode a little bit, but I never really scratched deep enough into that world.
Me either.
It's a skill.
Yeah, I didn't. Nothing ever really jumped out at me that way.
Like when I was a kid, I was so fascinated with Rich Little. Rich Little always blew me away. When he was on TV. Even my mom would go, Rich Little's on, come here. And I'd come running in, all right. And we'd watch Rich Little or whatever, She knew I liked that kind of thing, but I could never do it, Maybe, I mean, I remember as a kid doing a Kermit voice or something, but that doesn't count. That's not like some weird actor or comedian, you know.
No, like everybody could do that when they're a kid, or like Marvin Martian or whatever. Like
and every open mic comic's doing a Christopher Walken, and everybody's, you know what I mean? I've always gone, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to find somebody that's so obscure that it's like, wow, you're the only guy who does the da-da-da, you know.
That's what Dana Carvey was talking about. He can make Larry David laugh so hard because it's just his obscure, you know, imitations of 1930s actors. You know?
Yeah.
But I think the thing that really works for doing those impressions is you've got to know the natural timbre of your voice.
Yeah.
And then find other people's voices that match the timbre of your voice.
Yeah, so you're already halfway there with your normal voice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think that's the thing, is not trying to, you know, do a Minnie Mouse if you sound like Dan Soder with that deep resonant voice.
Yeah.
You know. So.
And then, yeah, it's like everyone, and it's funny hearing like everyone does, well, Lorne Michaels, but everyone does also a Tracy Morgan too, which is always kind of funny, you know.
But once again, it's sort of like the things he says and how he says them.
Yeah.
Nobody really gets the voice super on. Like, I think Dan Soder does a pretty good Tracy.
He does a Tracy Morgan. Well, Jim Breuer does a pretty good Tracy Morgan too.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because they were buddies back in the day. So, but he almost does a younger version of him. Like, it's weird because Tracy Morgan's voice now has kind of dropped a little bit. Like, it's gone deeper than it was in the earlier days.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you go back and watch first season of 30 Rock, he's so young looking.
Yeah.
He's so young and skinny. It's nuts.
I know. I got to get back into 30 Rock. Here's what I've been reading. I rereading. I got it from the library because I had it in my old Kindle. Tina Fey's book, Bossy Pants.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And now I'm at the point now where she's wrapping up her Saturday Night Live tenure. She's about to start doing, you know.
Oh, yeah?
But it's pretty good. You know, I forgot. It's funny, like I read this biopic probably in 2015. I read this. And totally forgot. I'm reading it, you know. I'm like, wow, this is pretty... It's like I'm reading it again. I totally don't remember this.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I know that's
but now I'm coming at it from a different angle because I know she came from theater and improv world. And back when I read it, I had nothing to do with improv, whereas now I do, you know. So now like I'm kind of reapproaching things, you know. Plus, I love a good Saturday Night Live story. The lore has always been that's my nectar.
Yeah.
You know?
I'd be curious what she says about 30 Rock. I wonder how much of 30 Rock was like improvised, how much was written.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't got there yet.
30 Rock's such a good show.
It is.
It's so well put together with the characters and the writing and stuff.
It's so meta. It's on a different level. Yeah.
I mean, right from the get-go, the first season is great.
Hell yeah.
You're just into it. By the time they get to like 5th season, where like Alec Baldwin and Elizabeth Banks, like they're like, we're not having this kid in Canada. Like that whole thing. It's so funny.
Yeah, Elizabeth Banks.
It's so stupid and funny.
Yeah.
But it's
good.
It's great, yeah. Such a good show.
Before we go, I want to test your knowledge, Mike.
Oh yeah, you got a quiz?
Well, not a quiz. I was doing quizzes, but then I was like, you know what? I can't do a Harry Potter quiz for you because you know Harry Potter.
Like a trivia quiz?
Them all. Yeah, a Star Wars quiz. Yeah, well, who cares? You know?
But the thing is, like, I haven't dwelled in any of those things for a long time.
True, but it's always like, all right, let's see how smart Mike is. Well, this is simple, and if you got the answer beyond the true or false.
So these are true or false questions.
Yeah. These are just fun ones. There's a whole ton here, so I'm going to randomly grab a few off the old list-a-roo. All right, what do we got here? All right. True or false, Mike?
All right.
Abraham Lincoln had no middle name.
I would say true because he was too poor to afford one.
That's true. Okay.
Because we would have heard it by now.
All right. True or false? Germany drinks the most beer in the world per person.
True.
That's false. The Czech Republic does.
Really?
The Czech Republic.
I was gonna say, you know, as soon as I said true, I was like, you know what? I bet Australia drinks them.
I was thinking America in a weird way.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, I would say if you're 1990s America, yeah. Okay. Ronald Reagan was a waiter during high school. That's kind of.
I mean,
True or false?
Sure, I'd say true.
It's false. He was a lifeguard. Okay.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah.
Ooh, here's one. See if your power of observation. The kids' bathroom on the Brady Bunch.
Oh, it doesn't have a toilet.
Yeah.
That's true.
You knew that.
Oh, yeah. I just saw, so, yeah. The Brady Bunch house is a fascinating whole topic. You remember they had that TV show a couple years ago?
No.
Like the Brady Bunch house that they used for shooting went on the market.
Oh, yeah.
They had the building war.
Oh, yeah. That HGTV was trying to fix it up and sell it.
Well, they bought it and they were trying to renovate it to be exactly like the show. But the problem is, the way the house is portrayed in the show doesn't physically work in real world space.
Yeah.
Like the house isn't like that.
Yeah.
And so they had to cheat some stuff to make it go. But anyway, yeah, they were talking about the bathroom because it was tied into this to the thing. Like one of the rules on early television was they never showed toilets.
Really?
They never showed toilets. But Leave It to Beaver got they showed a toilet on TV.
Okay.
But they only showed the tank because Beaver had put like a frog in the tank.
Oh.
So they didn't show the bowl.
Weird.
And so, and therefore, then you get to like Brady Bunch, and they didn't even have a toilet in the bathroom. That bathroom between the boys and girls room.
Wow, that is weird. I never knew that.
Yeah. These weird things.
All right, here's
and another weird tidbit: the Brady Bunch, they were the first couple that actually shared the bed on TV, I believe.
That's true. Yeah, about that time, you're right.
Before that, everybody had separate beds.
That was a thing.
Like Bewitched and Dick Van Dyke Show and stuff.
Oh,
like that.
they all did. Yeah. Okay. True or false? John Lennon's middle name was Edward.
I think that's false.
Extra bonus points if you know his middle name.
I think it was his dad's name.
You're getting close.
Thomas?
No, Winston.
Oh!
I was about to do the cigarette, see if you got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Broccoli was once banned from the White House.
Yes, that's true.
You knew this.
One of the presidents really hated it. I don't know, it was Nixon?
George H.W.
Oh, H.W. really hated broccoli.
In 1990, yeah.
Here's a fascinating thing about broccoli.
Okay.
Broccoli was brought to the U.S. and marketed and is only a thing now because of the family of Albert R. Broccoli, who's the producer of the James Bond movies.
What?
Yep. They brought it over from Italy. Their family used to raise broccoli in Italy, and he was that's how he got his money, was importing broccoli and then doing the advertising campaigns to make people actually eat broccoli over here.
Well, how did broccoli make its way into Chinese food?
Oh, our idea of Chinese food is not actual Chinese food.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But broccoli, I know. Broccoli, American Chinese food, broccoli is the thing.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, you
100%.
can't have it without broccoli.
Yeah. There is a thing to Chinese food about colors, though.
Oh, yeah.
They want the red, the yellow, the green, or whatever.
All right, we'll do a couple quick more. All the kings in a standard deck of cards have a mustache. True or false?
Oh,
All the kings in a standard deck of cards have a mustache. True or false?
I want to say it's false because I think one of them does not.
You're correct. Do you know what bonus points for which one?
Hearts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. Before becoming a queen, Queen Elizabeth was a mechanic.
Queen Elizabeth II.
It just says Queen Elizabeth here.
Well, Queen Elizabeth I was in the 1500s, so
There was no
probably
mechanisms
not.
to, yeah.
Queen Elizabeth II, yes, was when during World War II.
That's true. Yeah. Polar bear's skin is black. True or false?
True.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Isn't that crazy?
Because you can tell by their nose.
I guess so, yeah. I guess so. That makes sense.
Isn't that always the thing, like with dogs?
Yeah. I guess, yeah. I don't know. I never really thought about it.
Right?
Huh.
Shows you how much skin color has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, and I guess bear. You ever see a bear without hair? It looks weird.
Oh, they all do. Like cats.
They're like,
hairless
whoa.
cats. Yeah.
All right. All right, this one's pretty easy. That's pretty easy. Okay, true or false? Twinkies originally had a banana filling.
Oh, yeah, I think that's true. It was a banana cream filling.
That is true.
Yeah.
Alabama is a state printed
True.
on...
Alabama is a state.
Well, yeah. Printed on a Jack Daniels label.
No. That's false. Jack Daniels is from Kentucky.
No. It's false. You're right. So you got the question right.
Oh, Tennessee. Lynchburg, Tennessee.
Right. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. True or false? Lightning never strikes the same place twice.
It's false.
That's true. Lightning can strike anywhere.
Yeah.
Ooh. The name of the dog on a box of Cracker Jacks is Spot.
Cracker Jack. I think it's false.
You're right. It's false.
I think it's Buddy.
Close, but no. Bingo.
Oh, boy, I wouldn't have got that.
Buddy, you had to be right, though.
Yeah. I think I heard something
that's
about
a good
that
guess.
before.
That's a good guess. Huh. People in Japan, true or false, people in Japan eat Kentucky Fried Chicken for Christmas dinner.
True. 100% true.
I didn't know that. That is true.
It is a weird thing. Yeah.
So if you're a Japanese family and you're in having Christmas, I didn't even know they celebrated Christmas in Japan.
Yeah. I think
Kentucky Fried Chicken's a thing?
Kentucky Fried Chicken is so culturally ingrained in Japanese society, you'd be shocked. Yeah, I saw a YouTube video about this. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I think because there are a good amount of Christians in Japan, but I think the Japanese got on board with the Christmas thing just because it's an American thing, just because it seemed fun, you know?
Yeah.
Be like if the British just adopted Thanksgiving, like it means nothing.
Well,
to them,
her and I, we eat. We always have for Christmas. We go eat Chinese.
That's what I was gonna say, or like Thanksgiving. Yeah, I guess it is.
But we got it. We do it. It was baked in from Christmas Story.
Because that's the only place that's open.
Yeah.
Because they're not celebrating the Christmas. So.
Right, and that's what made me think that Japanese don't celebrate Christmas, but I guess they do. But why would they? Why the fascination with Kentucky Fried?
Because Kentucky Fried Chicken got over there, and it has gotten some weird, like it's baked into the fabric of society now, which I don't know if it's just like a special occasion, like they look at it as like a high-end restaurant thing.
Yeah, or just like a weird import.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like a fancy restaurant.
Yeah. It'd be like us having pufferfish or something.
Because with those 11 herbs and spices, it's sort of got like a spiciness to it because it's southern fried chicken, and then the gravy has a little bit of a peppery kick to it. I mean, these are all probably new flavors, but also there's the thing of the different regional changes to these fast food chains.
Yeah. Yeah, and marketing through the years, how they market and where they market it.
Like McDonald's in Hawaii has Spam burgers.
Oh yeah. I mean, McDonald's everywhere around the world is completely different.
Completely different, yeah.
I mean, they have Middle Eastern McDonald's.
Oh yeah. And they have different local stuff on there. And I don't know if Japan's Kentucky Fried Chicken has a different menu. I could probably look that up on YouTube. I wonder. I bet somebody's done a video of it.
All right, we got a couple more. How about fortune cookies were invented in China?
No, false.
Yeah.
That's completely American Chinese food thing. American Chinese food. So, like I said, I watched the China show with Serpent Zade and Lawai 86. Those guys lived in China, and now they live here. They moved back over here because everything got real dicey in China a couple of years ago.
Right.
Like the government was after them and stuff like that. And so those guys will talk about how Chinese American food is American Chinese food.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, I know.
made up for the rail workers in the 1860s and for lunches and stuff like that. And it's not It's a far cry from actual Chinese food.
I know. I love American Chinese food, though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hooked on. I'm not. I know. I feel like if I went to China and ate, I'd be like, ugh, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very different.
All right. Donald Duck's sister is named Donna.
Yes, that's true.
Ooh, you were wrong. There we go. You got one wrong. False. Her name is Dumbella. Dumbella.
That's dumb.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Elvis Presley had a twin brother.
Who died at birth?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
And he was messed up about it the whole time.
Yes. Apparently he had some issue with that.
Yeah, he was always feeling like bad about it. I mean, it just ties right into those biopics of like the Ray
that's
Charles
nectar for
and what was that, Walk the Line.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's always like, in my childhood my brother died.
Yeah.
It tortured me.
But
ever
he
since.
died at birth, so he wouldn't have never known.
I know.
All right. Let's see. And last but not least. Oh, this one's easy. Infamous commercial, Jake from State Farm is wearing jeans. True or false?
The black kid?
Well, no, the original. I don't know if the black kid's the second one. The original Jake from State Farm was just, I think, a normal dude. I think. I don't know.
I mean, if he's wearing jeans, they're not blue. If he's wearing jeans, they're like cream colored.
Well, then you're close. So the answer is false. He is not wearing jeans. False. He's wearing khakis.
Which would make sense.
Yeah, you had cream color, so you're in the ballpark.
It's a much more professional look. Yeah, I don't know what the fabric is.
All right, Dalmatians are born with black spots.
I mean,
True or false?
I have no idea. I would assume so.
You'd be wrong. That's false. Dalmatians are born with a white coat and don't develop their spots until after 3 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
3 weeks. Well, yeah. Huh. So does that throw a monkey wrench into 101 Dalmatians?
It might. Well, 101 Dalmatians, all 101 of them are over 3 weeks old.
Gotta be.
Yeah, so there's no newborns there.
Otherwise, it's just, 101 white puppies.
White dogs. Yeah, white puppies. Yeah.
So I guess you don't even name them until...
No. Yeah. It's illegal in Georgia to eat fried chicken with a knife and fork.
That sounds dumb, but this could be one of those dumb old laws that are still on the books.
That they didn't change because it's funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is true. Georgia law says you can only eat fried chicken with your bare hands.
Wow. I'm going to go get arrested in Georgia.
Yeah, that'd be something to get arrested for.
Because it's like one of those dumb laws, like you can't transport a goose across state lines in
Right.
Mississippi or something,
You can't have your car engine running at the time of a lightning storm. Yeah.
Well, they used to have laws like if you had an early car and there was a horse coming, you had to pull off the side of the road, turn your car off, cover your car with a tarp so the horses wouldn't get freaked out by it.
That'd take forever.
It did. It took forever.
Yeah.
Those were the early laws when they first introduced cars.
Yeah, as far as I'd pull over, maybe turn the headlights off, but...
Yeah, no, you had to turn the engine off because, they didn't have mufflers, so it was like blah, 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 blah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Because the horses would get spooked and bolt.
That's true. An old noisy Model T probably would freak out a horse.
Yeah, exactly. But I think after like 20 years, the horses got used to it and whatever.
Yeah, they got baked in, and cars got quieter.
Yeah.
So there we go. Mike knows a lot. You actually only had 2 or 3 that you didn't.
That Donald Duck's sister, that's dumb.
Dumbella.
That's a dumb name.
I know. I would have guessed Donna. Donna Duck.
Daisy was the girlfriend.
Yeah, Daisy was a girlfriend. Yeah.
Donald Duck and Donna Duck. Like, it makes sense. Dumbella. That's the dumbest name since Dumbo.
Yeah, Dumbo. Yeah. Well, that's a play on Jumbo, isn't it?
Yeah. Which wasn't Jumbo that elephant that Thomas Edison electrocuted?
Jumbo the elephant. Well, I mean, I thought Jumbo was just a common name. It's like
no, Jumbo was
spot for dogs.
Jumbo was a very famous elephant in the 1890s to early 1900s that they used to take around in circuses.
Oh yeah, Barnum and Bailey one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Jumbo. Yeah,
he was a giant like African elephant.
And he was giant.
Yeah.
And didn't they electrocute him? They killed him?
Well, I feel like when Tesla came up with alternating current and
Tesla again. Here he goes. After he's done wiping out half of Russia.
Tunguska. Well, no one lived up there. It was just a bunch of trees.
Tesla caused a lot of damage.
Did you ever look into the experiments that he was doing?
I mean, I did, but when you start doing the math, you keep hearing stories like, man, this guy should be arrested. He tore down, he ruined a lot of cities here.
Well, Edison came up with direct current, right?
Yeah.
Which is like what your car runs on. So for direct current, you'd have to have a substation to relay the power like every quarter mile. It would be untenable.
Yeah.
But Tesla came up with alternating current, which we use today.
Yeah.
Which you don't need the substations to relay it, but it is dangerous. So Edison, to prove how dangerous alternating current was, he electrocuted an elephant in the middle of New York City. It was a big public demonstration, and it went bad. They were cooking this elephant for like 10, 15 minutes.
Imagine the noise and the sound. That would have been traumatizing.
And the smell.
Oh,
and the elephant was
in New York City.
Yeah.
It already smells shitty enough. I mean, imagine all the shawarma.
People were horrified. I think that's where we got the first anti-animal cruelty laws, was after that whole.
Oh, I hope so, because that is insanity.
It is. It is. I mean, Edison meant to like, this AC is dangerous. Look at this, and they flip a switch, and the elephant drops dead from electrocution. But no, it was like the first electric chair execution. Like that didn't work either. It was like 15 minutes of cooking the guy. Smoke coming out of his ears.
Oh, old timey. When they were figuring it out in the old timey days, it's like, oh God, guys, you are hacks.
It's the early days of direct current or alternating current.
You had to do it wrong a few times, you know.
Yeah, but also ginning it up just for the public spectacle of it, and then it backfiring. Ooh.
Yeah.
Man, it went bad.
I always think, like, how many people died in surgery back then, you know, or what they deemed as surgery, you know?
Oh, you're talking like Civil War days?
Well, that's hackery.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they didn't understand infection. They didn't understand germs. They didn't even wash their hands.
I know.
So it was like, yeah, if you didn't die from the cutting off of your leg or the blood loss, it was like, you better hope you don't get an infection.
Yeah.
Because they had nothing to do for it.
Yeah, they were probably pushing dirt onto it. Oh, let's put a little dirt on it, dry it up.
Yeah, the dirt.
Pat some mud over top of your wound.
Yeah, that was probably the best thing for
it. Let's fill your bullet hole wound on your chest with dirt.
Because if it got gangrene, man, they'd start by taking off a toe, and then the next thing you know, they're cutting your mid-thigh.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
Barbarism.
Speaking of barbarism.
Okay.
You know who used to do the amputations?
What?
The barber.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. The barber of Seville.
Well.
That's why they call him the barber of Seville, wasn't it?
Sweeney Pod.
All right. We got to go.
All right.
All right.
Guys, thanks for watching all the way through. Recommend it to a friend. Please like it, because it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Send us an email. Give us a comment.
Also, don't forget, every Thursday, Shlicketty DooCast, our sister's pod.
Yeah, it's usually like 15, 20 minutes.
Quick one.
Yeah, it's a short one. We just go over one movie. We just pull something off one of the streaming services, either something new that came out or something that sort of fell through the cracks that you haven't.
Or if you're looking for a movie, just go to our playlist there, the Shlicketty Review playlist. Scroll through. We've watched a lot of off the beaten track fun movies. So there's a mild review. We never spoil stuff.
Right.
So if you need something to watch, go scroll through our episode titles.
Yeah, most of them are all pretty good and worth a watch. And there's a couple here or there where we'll be like, don't watch this one, you know. So.
Yeah, there's only been a couple.
Yeah, there's only been a couple.
And this week we're going to review one that's going to get the Lamb Basin of the century.
Oh, tune in on Thursday.
Thursday.
So that's the Shlicketty DooCast.
Yeah.
But that'll do it for this week's episode of the Shlicketty DooCast. Thanks for watching all the way through. You guys are the cool kids. We'll see you guys next week.
Love your pets.